North Carolina ABC is back in the news, and it is not for a good reason. We get into all of that and more in today's video. The best way to support me is to subscribe to the channel, so if you can do that, that would be wonderful. Like and comment on this video, tell me what you think about this whole situation. And reminder, I'm on TikTok and Instagram as well. Let's get into the news. Alright, so the big news is that Sazerac and North Carolina have been fighting for a while, and it finally boiled over to a point where Sazerac pulled all of North Carolina's allocations. Now, this is not some news story that's been out. It's from people that I know and trust their sources. So if anyone from ABC or Sazerac wants to, comment either way and correct me, please do. But this is what's been going around. They've confirmed it with multiple people. And basically, Sazerac came to North Carolina. Hey, here's new pricing. North Carolina said, no, we don't want to do that. And Sazerac said, all right, screw you guys, we're going home. And that's crazy. And supposedly all the allocations went to other states, including South Carolina, which if you've been around Facebook, Discord, or whatever, you'll know that's probably true. Because the last few weeks in South Carolina, they've been getting everything, more than they ever have. All the Weller, all the new E.H. Taylor, the new Bourbon, Weller 12. The math adds up, right? And in North Carolina, there hasn't been anything, right? Normally the barrel paloozas are full of Buffalo Trace product. I wasn't at the last one, but from what I heard, they didn't have nearly as much, right? They didn't have any of the new stuff, Weller 12, Bourbon, Cash Strength, the new E.H. Taylors, the new corked Weller Special Reserve in 12. Weller 12 came out last year. North Carolina still hasn't seen that yet. And I don't think we ever will, even outside of this whole fight. It's crazy. It's disappointing too. And I'm going to put a lot of the blame on North Carolina ABC, right? Because Sazerac wants to sell stuff. They're in the business of selling bourbon and whiskey and Fireball and Wheatley vodka, right? Why would they pull out of a very populous state that sells a lot of whiskey, right? That's why I think this is more on NC ABC, and it's disappointing for the consumer, right? Because I know people have their opinions on Sazerac and all that stuff, but they still make freaking good bourbon and rye and they do, right? Yeah, the forced scarcity and all that stuff. It's a whole different video, but and I think the timing is a little sus too. With there's this whole push to privatize North Carolina and the warehouse, the $300 million warehouse that they want to do. And look, I agree. The NC system has to change, right? I don't think it needs to go full private. I think it can be a little bit of both. My thing is take Virginia and take the part of Ohio system where any store can have it, but then take the Virginia system where it's still state controlled and it's one big drop. I think that could work. And the NC system is why brands have taken a while to get here or aren't here yet, right? It took a while for Willet to get here, right? I know there were some problems with Rare Character, how they have the fun art on the barrel picks. North Carolina supposedly was pretty stingy with that in the beginning, and I think they still might be. There's a reason why Pursuit United isn't in the state yet. They have said it, I think on the podcast. I've emailed and DM'd them about that, and they're like, hey man, North Carolina just sucks right now. They don't like their control states, and I don't blame them. The only control state Pursuit is in is Ohio. I really wish North Carolina would get their crap together, because it sucks for the bourbon consumer, right? And it makes me not want to support them. It makes me want to shop elsewhere, right? Thankfully, I live 10-15 minutes from South Carolina. I can go to Lazy Day, Frugal, State Line, and get all my stuff there, and build those relationships there, hopefully. And yeah, I'll probably still go to the Palooza or big events, because I'm not passing up a great opportunity at, a Coy Hill or something, but otherwise, I'm not gonna get anything from that. And yeah, what's one man's protest gonna do? Probably nothing. But if you live in North Carolina, maybe think about that. If you live close to Virginia, Tennessee, South Carolina, consider making runs there and supporting them instead of this crappy system that we have. And who knows how long we're going to be without new Sazerac product. Mech will probably be fine because we know they have a porting problem, so we'll probably have Sazerac for a while there, although even though supposedly it's dropping a little bit. So I don't know. Let me know what y'all think about it. Just kind of went on a little bit of a rant there, but it's frustrating when the system fails the people it's supposed to serve. And yeah, so cheers y'all.